Hey everyone, Rob Carlmark here, and part of what we've been doing is looking ahead to the new year, and it's a new year and a new you, and I'm really excited to be talking to Martha Cowley, who is an art therapist, because let's face it, this time of year, it can get stressful. You don't have time to deal with your emotions maybe in the moment, but you got to get it out somehow, and you got to talk to somebody about it. So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be talking about what art therapy is, how it can help you, and how just drawing something or just doing it on your own may not be the most helpful, because really it only becomes therapy when you're talking to a therapist, because you're trained in this and how this can help people. So Martha, let us know a little bit about your backstory, how you got into this, because I think that's super interesting, and then we'll start.
Yeah. So I got into this being an art major in college. I'm really not sure what are you going to do with that, right? And so I became an art teacher, and I worked with students, and I found them telling their lives through their comics that they were making in ways that words could never express to me as a teacher. So they were just telling about their lives and what they needed help with through the art. And so from that experience, I knew there was something there. And so I just did some searching online, and then I was like, oh my goodness, art therapy is a whole field. It's a whole profession.
And as you started going down the path, was it one of those things where you learn a bit more, it's more rewarding, and then it just kind of opens up doors for you, right? Exactly.
Like more and more, it's like, wow, this is what I meant to do. This is what I was thinking. Yeah, it just all aligns perfectly.
So when people come to talk to you, imagine a situation that they may need to see you, and they may need art therapy. Give me a hypothetical.
I would say ranges from kids all the way to adults past retirement. So I would say a great candidate for art therapy would be someone who hasn't responded to traditional therapy, meaning sitting on the couch, talking across from each other, which is important, but sometimes words just can't express all of the stuff that's going inside, all of the stress. So folks who may have not responded to traditional therapy, also folks who are more creatively inclined, who maybe their whole life they've been like, I just can't come out with words. I can't express myself with words. So using art therapy is a great option.
Okay, now I'm intrigued. Now I'm going to use this segment for my own personal benefit. So let's just say I come into you, I've got some things going on, I can't quite describe it, I'm just not feeling myself. And I need your help. So imagine I'm a client coming in, and maybe you can help me. So how would you start with somebody?
A brand new person?
Yep, exactly. I'm coming in and I just don't quite feel right. There's just something going on. I'm not myself lately. Can you help me? What would we do?
Oh, what would we do? Okay, well, we might do something that is more exploratory. Okay. Meaning, because sometimes people come into art with, I'm not good at art. And what they mean is, I'm not good at realistic drawing, right? So I love starting with something like watercolor. Okay. Or something that is very, kind of, you don't need to draw anything. And something more expressive. So something like watercolor, or something where you could draw not an actual picture of something, just lines, shapes, and colors.
So again, I'll be that client. So how should we start? Should I grab a brush or ask me questions?
So you ready to get started? That'll be the first thing I'll ask you.
I'm ready to get started. I'm ready for a new year, a new you.
New year, new you. Okay. So first you have your watercolor paper. Okay. So I'm gonna make sure you have everything you need, because that's really important. So you can choose your brush. Okay. Whichever brush suits you.
Okay, I'm gonna choose this one.
And then you'll go ahead and you'll dip.
Okay.
And then there's kind of a wide variety of colors. You can choose whichever one you're drawn to.
At this point, is choosing the brush or the color part of your therapy, that you're deciding things, or just trying to learn more about me, or maybe what's going on? That's up for you to decide.
Not in this moment, because we're not in art therapy, but in a therapy session, yes, the brush choice matters, the color matters. That's all stuff we're trained on, and what that means. Okay. So today, what I want you to do is just do those lines, shapes, and colors. Okay. Kind of explore the paint on the paper, what that feels like. Awesome.
Okay, and I'm just doing squiggly lines. I don't know. I'm just trying to make something.
Yeah, you just
out of something.
Mm-hmm.
And then
I see that you went for it.
And I keep staying on blue, and so I want to switch it up a little bit.
Okay.
And so let's just say I'm going through a lot of anxiety and I'm saying, you know what, I'm just really stressed out. The holidays are around the corner. I've got too much to do. Stressed out. My family's not quite understanding how much stress I'm under. And I want to be able to tell that to them without showing that I'm being weak. Is there something that I can do that I can tell them?
So telling, if I'm hearing you correctly, telling the family that you're feeling stressed, how to do that?
Yeah. And just taking a moment to relax, like just drawing something without having to like make something is really relaxing.
Yes. You know what I love during holidays that I've been working with a lot of my clients on are personal timeouts. So that means, right, there's a lot of family. It can be very overwhelming. A lot of our old stuff comes up. Take a timeout. Go to a room, a guest room. Take 30 seconds just away. And just do something for you, whether it's doodle, breathe, but have a timeout and then kind of come back when you're ready.
Now, for some people, let's say you're a parent, you've got a kid and they're going through something, because sometimes kids they can't communicate and stuff like that. Is art therapy a good option for them? What would you suggest? How do you get the kid motivated to really go and really open up to an art therapist?
Yeah, how does that happen?
Yeah, how do you identify that, and then how do you bring them into you?
Well, I would say that anyone can benefit from art therapy. I truly believe that. But I think that for kids and teens are the ones where I don't want to go to therapy. Art therapy is fantastic for them because they come in and I work with the parents maybe on the phone. They don't need to talk the whole session. 55 minutes, you don't need to talk, but maybe we doodle.
Have you seen a change even within one session of the mood, the demeanor when someone comes in, and then after you've talked to them, explored some of their feelings and some of their things through art, can you see within one session a change in how they're communicating? Have you seen that?
I have definitely seen through art making that what they call like rapport, or essentially the relationship between the therapist and the client, that is strengthened through art in ways that when I've done just talk therapy, it can't, right? Because you're bonding through an experience. It's not me saying, tell me about your life and everything about it.
Right, where do you even start?
Yes, exactly.
Great, okay, so Martha, thank you so much. Also, I noticed some salt here. Is there anything with that?
Yeah, so also with watercolor, a cool technique that you can use is different types of grains of salt.
Okay.
So you can kind of put it, just drop it on the watercolor. And you'll notice, you see how the texture is kind of changing?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Very cool.
And when it dries, it will you can shake off the salt and it'll really make a beautiful texture there.
Awesome,
speckling.
Awesome. So for people that, I hear a lot of what you're saying. Sometimes people get to a point where they just need to open up, they need to talk to somebody, but sometimes talking is hard and you want another way to do it. Maybe art therapy is for you. So Martha, any final thoughts about the kind of person that should come and see you?
If you are a human being, you should come to art therapy.
All right, got it. Thank you so much, Martha Cowley, an art therapist, and this is just one of the things we're offering as an idea, a concept, a method that you can discover a new path to a new you in the new year.